go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Ferrari. It's been a while with Ferrari. Looking forward, like I'm finally finishing up this Essence line. This one called Cedar Essence, right? Okay, we got some cedar action. Blue, not my color. I believe blue wouldn't be the best color to represent cedar, in my opinion. Maybe a nice brown hue, you know, reddish, orangey hue, perhaps. And I think I've tackled most of the line, if not all of it. And to my surprise, I still got a few left. So cedar is one that came in this Fragflex haul. Surprise, surprise, and it's the one, it's the only Ferrari in this whole haul, but it was the one that I don't own. So I did unbox Vetiver Essence last year, so I guess it's a yearly thing now, but we'll see if we can finish it off. Ferrari was made popular within the community with fellow fraghead, fellow Canadian Chad, A Gentleman's Journey, which was just on my channel on a live stream. Go check it out. I leave that live stream up for people to enjoy. It was a good stream. We were actually thinking of just doing an hour stream. It went like for 2.5 hours. So it was a long stream, but we spoke a lot on different topics, including actually Ferrari and how he, you know, got the ball rolling with Ferrari within the community, including sending out bottles to reviewers. Nice guy. But yeah, check out that stream and do subscribe to Chad. He is somebody that I would recommend for you. If you're looking for honest fragrance reviewers, the buck stops there. Chad's been in the community for 10 plus years and hasn't changed a bit. You know, he does get a little more monetization, which means he gets a lot more. I'm assuming he's spending it more on fragrances, which gives him more content, which is a good thing. But go check out that stream. Go see Chad. It was a pleasure to see Chad, actually. It's been a while since we had a good chat, myself and him. So let's get into this one. Forget Chad. Let's go. Now, if you're subscribed to him or you haven't, or you went over and subscribed to him, why don't you subscribe to me if you're not subscribed yet? Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, much appreciated. Merci beaucoup. And to, of course, my returnees, welcome back. Merci pour ton support. Now let's take a look at the note breakdown of Cedar Essence. Obviously there should be cedar in the note breakdown. Yes, there is. There's a lot of uplifting notes though. Mint, orange, and lime up top. We'll see which one comes out through. As you know, mint is one of my favorite notes of all time. Let's see what the volume is on that mint. In the mid, still some interesting notes. Obviously you got that cedar wood, but we also have C notes, okay? So is this going to go aquatic on me? I don't know. Watermelon. Okay, watermelon's usually built upon freshies. So Mark is already thinking here. I'm starting, the Rolodex is starting to go. What are we going to get? I've never smelled the watermelon cedar fragrance. So I'm assuming volume down on that, assuming. And then in the base, we got cedar again. So we got it twice. So there should be cedar, patchouli, amber, and coffee. Oh, coffee. Okay. Okay, so this could go one of both ways. Could be really, really good. A cedar coffee thing sounds good. Get rid of the rest of the notes. I'm okay with that. Or are we going to get something more uplifting? Released back in 2014, so congratulations. Not really. I think this has been discontinued a while now. So not congratulations. Boo-hoo. Ferrari has kind of stepped out of the fragrance game, I think. So let's take a look at it. Let's delve into this one. Let's see what we get. Now, Ferrari, I remember when Chad was talking about this brand, and I think it was Hudson's Bay, or there was one of these boutiques or high-end big shopping mall centers. I think it was Hudson's Bay. I might be wrong. It might be something else, but they had this line. I remember because I was looking for Ferraris, not the cars, the fragrances. There's a joke somewhere in there. And in Canada, they were like retail, 120 bucks Canadian. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can spend that on that. And everybody else was getting like bargain bin, TJ Maxx kind of thing in America. And I was like, God. And then discounters, you know, then they started trickling down discounters. So as far as Ferraris go right now on the market, they're probably harder to find. Prices are inflated like crazy. So A good rule of thumb for this kind of brand. There is some that are actually worth more, like they're punching below their or above their price grade, which is Bright and Neroli. Noble Fig's really good, among others that are actually worth a little bit more than the, I would say, bargain bin price. Like I wouldn't go any higher than 40 bucks on these. They were as low as 25, 30 bucks at some point, but now they're inflated pricing because you can't find them everywhere. So keep that in mind. Let's delve into Cedar Essence. I'm a sucker for good cedar based fragrance. I got tons of them. Comme des Garçons does cedar very, very well, just to name one designer brand that does it well. These atomizers, the little mini atomizers, that they use are okay. They're decent for their size, I guess. Let's delve into Cedar Essence and see what we get. Yeah, she's a bluey. Explains the blue color. Well, this is really aquatic and synthetic and not very good. This is not. This is not what I expected, and it's definitely not what I like. This one smells like the bargain bin. I would not recommend already. Yeah, you could say it's pleasant. $20, 25 bucks. Yeah, it's in the family of like an Azzaro Chrome. The CK1 summer editions. Freshies like that, bargain bin freshies, this is where this is going into. It's a citrusy, little minty, but synthetic minty, like not good, like roadster good or anything like that, with an aquatic tinge, but bargain bin quality. Yeah, this is not, every brand has their wow scents, and Ferrari had a couple of them. Quite a few of them, actually. More, they're punching above their weight, to be quite honest. But this ain't it. This is exactly what I anticipate of a car brand. Bentley's doing their thing. And they're still doing their thing. They're doing great things with perfumes. But this smells like the bargain bin Ferraris that I know. Watermelon, hardly. Nothing really good. A little soapy quality. Really aromatic, marine, musky thing, ozonic. Those are good things to say about this thing. Cedar, it's mildly woody, and I mean it's in the back end. It's not prominent. It's not even a high secondary. Like it's a low secondary. I'm getting more of the. It's an aquatic fragrance, like that C notes accord. That stuff is very synthetic, not very good. Mixed with a watermelon, again, not a very good one. CK1 has a better watermelon than this. CK1 Summer 2000, which one was it? 2008, I think, had actually pretty good watermelon. I like that one. But it's on the same realm of that. Mint, very, again, synthetic. Coffee, non-existent. Cedar's mild. It's a typical bluey, but in the cheap aisle. Kind of disappointed. You can't write cedar in the name, especially with the good ones that I've smelt. This is a disappointment. Just that I know. Like if it was continuously bad Ferrari releases and this one was just in a long line of bad Ferraris, the disappointment wouldn't be there. I would just be like, yeah, it's another bad one. Yeah, it reminds me, like, I think CK1 Summer was bang on in regards to what this reminds me of. It reminds me of not a poor man's CK1 Summer, but really doesn't have that pop that these CK1 Summers have. Like, a lot of them are very cheap in the bargain bins, like 20, 25 bucks. They don't have much of a back end to them. And I think this one is better built. It's got more to it, but it doesn't have that pop in the front end of the fragrance. Like the CK1s have, like, let's say a watermelon top, and it's a really nice watermelon top, but then it dissipates to a muskiness and maybe like a transparent floral white musk type of thing, and that's it, right? There's not much to it. Like the first 10 minutes you're like, oh wow, and then you're like, oh, that's it, okay. So CK1s have that like little sparkle to them. This is better built. There's more to it. It's more of a perfume than a CK1. But it's fresh, it's clean. It does have some crispness, and I'm having a hard time actually even saying that because it's a very positive thing to say. It's ozonic, but 100% not what you. This is a sticker shock type of review. Cedar is like, you're like fifth in command, sixth in command, right? C notes are better, or are way more prominent. That's your number one. Watermelon, mint, orange, and lime, I would say, are way more prominent in this. And then it's cedar. Then it's the other notes that have like no effect: patchouli, amber, and coffee. Right now, nothing. So at the end of the day, Cedar Essence from Ferrari, not their best work. Not their best work. These bottles are absolutely gorgeous, though. You got to admit. I'm actually kind of disappointed that they didn't continue this line. I'm guessing it's not profitable. When nobody's going to buy these retail, but they'll buy in the bargain bin and get tons of sales in the bargain bin. They might have just cut even, or even sell at a loss to discounters. So eventually you have to cut your losses, I guess. I understand. I think they were shooting too high with those price points, at least retail in Canada. That's my experience. I don't know in Europe and stuff like that where these were sold retail. Maybe they didn't have a retailer. Maybe they did. But 120 Canadian, I think, was around what the price was. Chad can definitely, he was shopping there, so he might know. I don't think it was Hudson Bay, but that's what I'm thinking. But in America, let's say American, that's probably 80 bucks, 90 bucks maybe, give or take. Retail, no. If you went in the retail business and you could turn a profit and sell these for 60, I think you would get yourself, I think you'd, really get rid of the discounters, though. You'd have to really smash down on them. But 60 bucks for this is more appropriate for fragrances. Not this one. Don't buy this one. Don't buy this one for 60 bucks. No. This is a starter fragrance to me, a high school scent. But at the same time, these are harder to find, so it kind of shows its redundancy. You're not gonna search high and low for Cedar Essence. You're not. You're gonna go to TJ Maxx for your first fragrance. But I wouldn't pay any more than that. This is one of the worst Ferraris. So if there's another Ferrari beside it from this Essence line, there is a good chance that it's better than this. Honestly, this is CK1 Summer Edition, but built better as far as a build. But as far as enjoying the fragrance, I'd rather have the CK1 that will last a couple hours. Yeah, but in the first half hour, I'm going to enjoy it. It's actually going to be pretty good. So it's not the best cheapie in the world, but it is a okay cheapie, but one that I would, if you're asking me, Ferrari, no, this is not the one. There's several others, and I have a bunch on my channel. Go check those out, those reviews. Most notably, Bright and Rolly. Really good. Noble Figs, really good. I do have to go check out the rest of them. They're not in my, I've reviewed them, but my experience, I can't name off the ones that are really, really great. Those two were awesome to me personally. I think there was a bergamot one too that was okay too. The freshies were pretty good on this one. So I got this at fragflex.com. Obviously they shipped it to me to decant it actually. So you can maybe find it at Fragflex at really, really cheap. I do have my coupon code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide, so you don't have to buy this, but maybe check out the rest of the Essence line. I'm actually going to go on Fragflex and see if they have any other ones in stock. This might be the only one they have. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You don't have to co-sign me, but I'm sure there is some people that enjoy this. I feel like the bargain bin hunters, the ones that are in that part of their journey, may feel that this is worth that bargain bin price. I could see that, but for me personally, there's jewels in the bar. You just got to dig. You got to do your homework, but you'll find things that are better than this personally. But I can't wait to see the comments below. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Ferrari Essence release wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.